At the stroke of the midnight hour, when the world sleeps, India will awake to life and freedom.
At the stroke of midnight, when the world sleeps, India will wake to life and freedom. This was Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru's dream for an empowered nation. He believed that energy is the engine for growth and the driver for human labor and productivity in agriculture, industry and services, besides enhancing the quality of life. And therefore, it becomes all the more important to sustain the growth rate in economy in tandem with energy supply. Post-independence, the power scenario of the country failed to live up to fulfill this dream, as the state electricity boards were unable to meet the country's peak demand. A separate power company at the center was set up with the objective to complement and build on the state's initiatives. This led to the emergence of Ntpc in 1975. Since then, Ntpc has redrawn the power map of India. It has evolved as a world-class integrated power major and successfully accomplished many milestones in its glorious history of 35 years. With its first 200 megawatt unit commissioned at Singrauli in 1982, today Ntpc has a pan-India presence and perspective. Described as a magnificent national enterprise and a great success story of recent times, it has exhibited a role of leadership by providing growth and momentum to the sector, creating new benchmarks of operational excellence and promoting sustainable energy development. Today, this power major has a total installed capacity of nearly 32,000 megawatt and another 17,830 megawatt is under construction at various locations. About 33,000 megawatt capacity are on drawing board at various stages of planning and implementation to make Ntpc a 75,000 plus megawatt company by the end of the 12th plan. To meet this ambitious target, Ntpc has revisited its project implementation philosophy with new thrust on monitoring and planning through state-of-the-art Project Monitoring Center for tracking and facilitation. For smooth operation of such a vast capacity, Ntpc has chalked out a plan to secure its fuel needs. In view of this, the company has planned a multi-pronged strategy for sourcing of coal from major sources. Coal India Limited, mining from its own coal blocks and through import. In keeping pace with its globally comparable size, Ntpc is now taking steps to initiate and expand its global presence. In this regard, it is in the process of developing a 2x250 megawatt power plant in JV with Ceylon Electricity Board in Sri Lanka. It is also exploring R&M work in Kazakhstan, O&M contract in Bangladesh, engineering consultancy in Vietnam, besides making serious attempts in Bhutan and Dubai. Under its diversification plans, the company has a target of setting up hydropower capacity of 9,000 megawatt, nuclear capacity of 2,000 megawatt, and renewable capacity of 1,000 megawatt by 2017. In the hydro sector, work is on at 820 megawatt coal dam in Himachal Pradesh and 520 megawatt Tapovan Vishnugarh, both in Uttarakhand, while more hydro projects, Lata Tapovan and Ramam 2, are at various stages of implementation. It goes beyond saying that diversification into hydropower would help Ntpc in bundled pricing and peak demand management in the future, besides the environmental benefits attached to it. The company has also formed a joint venture company with Nuclear Power Corporation of India Limited, NPCIL, for setting up a 2,000 megawatt plant by 2017, spreading its wings in nuclear power generation. In the renewable energy space with capacity addition target of at least 1,000 megawatt by 2017, the company is working on all alternatives. NTPC is promoting off-grid decentralized distributed generation (DDG) projects based on locally available resources for integrated growth of remote villages. In this regard, a number of projects are already operational at various locations, while another series is under implementation. NTPC has also created a subsidiary called NTPC Vidyut Vyapar Nigam Limited (NVVN) to promote optimum utilization of generation and transmission assets. National Power Exchange Limited (NPEX), a joint venture company formed along with NHPC, PFC and TCS, is formed to operate the National Power Exchange in order to provide a neutral and transparent electronic platform for trading of power on a day-to-day basis. To provide downstream business synergy along with the value chain, NTPC Electric Supply Company Limited (NESCL), a subsidiary, has been set up for distribution business. A JV with Kerala Industrial Infrastructure Development Corporation has secured distribution business in SEZs developed by Kinfra. Manufacturing of power plant equipment is yet another avenue where the company is making its strong foothold. Different JV companies with BHEL, TELK and Bharat Forge Limited are drawing plans to start operations in a phased manner. Taking over aging power plants and reviving them has been an effective growth strategy of NTPC, as demonstrated through turnaround of Badarpur, Unchahar, Talcher Thermal, Tanda and Muzaffarpur power stations. Excellent improvement brought about in a number of power plants by the company under partnership in Excellence Program of Ministry of Power is yet another testimony of NTPC's golden touch. Imparting its vast experience in the power sector from concept to commissioning and beyond, consultancy wing of NTPC is working over 28,000 megawatt capacities on various assignments for a number of clients. Achieving sustained 90% plus PLF is any generating company's dream, and NTPC has broken its own records in such parameters. The key to performance sustenance is to continue improving maintenance quality and time response. Continuing with benchmark performance, NTPC stations with more than 91% plant load factor are rated among the top power stations in the world. Performance benchmarking carried out with North American Electric Reliability Corporation (NERC) reveals that NTPC units have been performing better as compared to many global utilities. Adding another feather to its cap, the company has been ranked number 1 independent power producers and number 10 in overall performance among all energy companies in Asia. Globally, it has been number 2 among all energy companies. With operational and financial autonomy under Navratna status granted by the Government of India since 1997, the growth scenario envisaged by NTPC is going to be propelled further by enhanced autonomy under Maharatna status. Among the cleanest fossil fuel-based large power generators in the world, the CO2 intensity is on par with the best performers. As the most efficient power utility in India, NTPC is driven by its vision on climate change, going higher on generation, reducing greenhouse gas (GHG) emissions. The Center for Power Efficiency and Environmental Protection is a symbol of NTPC's commitment to GHG reduction. The company has been pioneering introduction of new technologies in the Indian power sector by adopting supercritical and ultra-supercritical technology. NTPC commits itself in generating clean and green power. The Center for Power Efficiency and Environmental Protection, CENPEP, is a symbol of NTPC's commitment to GHG reduction. NTPC believes in corporate sustainability with the triple bottom line approach, covering economic, environmental and social aspects. On the economic front, it has crossed rupees 1 trillion total asset value with 100% realization of billing and paying rich dividends year after year. Right from inception, taking good care of environment is high on NTPC's agenda, and it aims to be a leader in green power by the year 2032. Among several initiatives towards afforestation, the company has planted more than 18.5 million trees across NTPC projects, which itself is a sizable carbon sink. Recently, recasted research facility, Ntpc Energy Technology Research Alliance, NETRA, is aimed towards research, technology development and scientific services in the domain of electric power generation, is working under the guidance of a research advisory council consisting of eminent experts. Prime thrusts of NETRA are climate change, new and renewable energy, efficiency improvement, and they are engaged in CO2 related studies in association with leading research institutes of the country. 1% of NTPC's profit is earmarked for research and technology development. Its ash utilization division has been exploring and executing innovative methods for utilizing the ash. Besides promoting use of ash in brick making, cement and other building construction materials, it has been exporting fine ash to the neighboring countries through its trading arm NVVN. Committed to the cause of inclusive and sustainable socio-economic development, the company has formulated a new corporate social responsibility (CSR) policy in association with TERI. Supporting local communities through a variety of CSR programs, NTPC is becoming a strong local community partner. To promote skill development and employability of the youth through vocational education and training, NTPC has adopted 16 ITIs and working for 6 new ITIs besides setting up Solapur Power Training Institute in Maharashtra. Providing access to its healthcare, infrastructure development to the neighborhood population and organizing healthcare camps, the company today provides support to Hyderabad Eye Research Foundation at Bhubaneswar. Focusing on areas like sanitation, drinking water, rural roads and education under community development activities, it is also engaged in providing electricity to villages through the Rajiv Gandhi Gramin Vidyutikaran Yojana for electrifying nearly 38,000 villages covering 27 lakh households, including 8.7 lakh connections to persons living below the poverty line in 6 states and 1 union territory. Focusing on identified niche areas of helping the physically handicapped and other marginalized communities, the NTPC Foundation has set up Information and Communication Technology Center at Delhi University and similar centers for visually challenged at Mysore, Thiruvananthapuram and Ajmer, a district disability rehabilitation center at Danda and DOTS centers at power stations are running successfully, taking care of TB patients in the vicinity of these stations. Powering India is imperative to sustaining economic growth, and Team NTPC, known for their domain expertise as one of the largest integrated power major, is powering million smiles.